All right, we are starting this episode. Got a couple topics to talk to you guys about. Some music topics, a concert I just went to, some social media topics, kickboxing topics, fitness, some fitness tips. Good stuff. So I'll open it up with this. Well, first of all, what did I do today? Started off today with a 7 a.m. session at an 8 a.m. 9:30, 11, and a 5 today. Everyone did great. Some had just a leg day, some had a full body, some had a HIIT workout. Overall, good. Pretty good. I didn't work out today. I'll get in tomorrow. Put up content. You guys can go check that out. Been on Twitter today. Overall good day. What I want to start off with is, let's start off with some fitness tips. I'll give you a weightlifting one, and I'll also give you like a motivation one, and I'll give you a kickboxing one. So, when it comes to fitness, we have goals. We have things we want to accomplish. We're working towards weight loss. We're working toward muscle gain. We're working toward being consistent. We've made progress. Some of us might have slowed down on our journey. But here's the thing. Your fitness journey is your fitness journey. It's no one else's. Someone else's wins does not lessen yours. So I know we can easily compare. We can easily look at what's going on over here, over there. But that has nothing to do with you, honestly. And we can pull motivation from people, which is fine. But you really got to get silent and focused on yourself. And at the end of the day, the work you put in or haven't put in, and the results you got or haven't got, it's gonna boil down to just you. And that's who you want to focus on, is yourself. And I think, honestly, when it comes to fitness, I think people are doing better than they think sometimes. I think people are getting results. They're being consistent, or they're not correctly tracking where they did progress at, and they're missing areas where they might have improved in drastically. And that's because they might be comparing themselves to somebody else. Like, they might be saying, well, that person did this in this amount of time. They accomplished that and this quickly. Or, they've been following this and that got them to there. And that's them. That's their journey. You don't know what they have to go through, or how they wake up and start their day, or what they had to overcome to even get to that place. And for you, your journey, your process is going to be a different story. That's what makes us unique, is the lives we live, the goals we go for, and how we embark on that journey, what happens each step along the way. So that's a tip, a little motivation tip. Maybe somebody needs it. Maybe somebody that needs to hear this, and you can pass them along that tip, is that your fitness journey is yours, no one else's. Someone else's wins does not lessen yours. And for a weightlifting tip, I'll pertain this to a leg workout. So I really like figuring out how to mix up workouts. Not something super complicated or something extravagant or anything that looks fancy for the gram. But when you're training people for 4 months, 5 months, and you have them doing the basics for a while, they already have the foundation, or they might be athletic, and this might be you might be past the phase where you have a great foundation and you've built good muscle memory, the technique and form of how to do exercises. Sometimes you got to mix it up, and you got to teach your body new things. You got to teach your body new movements. Listen, I've been working out since I was 8 years old. I've been in fitness in martial arts, kickboxing since I was 8 years old. And I learned something new every day. You know, I'm always reading something or looking at videos of fitness, and it's like I'm a new trainer again. Like I'm always filling my bag up with something new and learning and applying new information or things I might have forgotten or things I just, never knew. And I mean, every time I get to the on the heavy bag, I'm hitting that heavy bag. I'm learning how to set up stuff, different ways to punch, tempo, timing. Like I'm always learning, always feeling like it's a new day, like a new fresh start. And that's cool. And that's the cool thing about fitness is that if it gets boring or if a move gets boring, you can mix it up. So I say all that long-winded answer for this tip is that mix up your deadlifts, mix up your hamstring workouts, mix up your squat workouts, all that. But for this topic here, to keep it really narrow, mix up your deadlifts. There's a video I have on Instagram and YouTube. On YouTube, it's called Switch Up Your Deadlifts. You can look that up on my YouTube page. You can scroll down. Today is the 15th. I posted it about a week ago. So I would say like around this, September 7th, you can probably find this video. But I'm training one of my clients. She's awesome. And she's built up a good foundation. We've been training since July. Her deadlifts are really strong. She has strong legs. She's a soccer player. She's very, very athletic. So I like working on agility, explosiveness, moving, getting across the floor quick, lateral movement, all those kind of things. And as a trainer, I'm like, okay, so how can I apply these movements and also build strength for her and also teach her something new, right? Without moving up the weight too fast or overloading or just doing way too much. And I said, let's do a B stance deadlift where we're going to use a heavy dumbbell. We're using a 45-pound dumbbell. She leans forward. She picks up the dumbbell from her B stance. She puts it back down to the floor. As soon as she comes back up, I throw her the medicine ball to her hip, her outer hip. She catches that medicine ball. That's activating her core, working her core. She has to toss it back. Now we're working coordination, working reaction, everything you need as an athlete, everything you need if you want to be quick with your awareness, speed, right? She throws it back, and then she slides over to another 45-pound dumbbell. And she's using her opposite leg, her opposite hand. She does another 1 rep B-stance deadlift, puts it back to the floor. I'm over there, too, with her. I throw the ball to her hip, outer hip, activate the core. She catches the ball, throws back to me, and we do that for 6 reps. And I can use a heavier weight. I can use, maybe 2 more reps on that. But we did 1 rep. There's many ways to do this. And maybe you don't have somebody to partner with you who are throwing a medicine ball, but you can do a B-stance deadlift with a heavy weight, put it back to the floor, do a jump squat, slide over, do the same thing on the other side. Or you can do a B-stance deadlift, put the weight down, hit a side lunge, and then retreat or slide over to the other side, do the same thing. There's ways you can mix it up. There's ways you can be very creative and still get the work and work the muscles and strength that you need. So there's a little tip for that. And a kickboxing tip. Well, one thing you want to do when you're kickboxing, you can go look on my Instagram page. It won't take you long to find a kickboxing video. And you can see me working with my clients. You can go on my YouTube. It won't take you long to find a kickboxing video. And but one of the things you want to do is you want to work your footwork, work your space and your movement, work your pivots, work your side steps. When you're not punching, work your body movement, your head movement. Stay light, stay swift. Keep your feet bouncing. Sometimes don't bounce. Sometimes do a stepping movement where you're just stepping across from left to right. Maybe you're doing a hop step into the bag and you're hopping back. Be really creative and fluid with your footwork. Put your footwork to the test because it's going to make you more versatile. It's going to make you build more skill, more skillful in your kickboxing. You'll even burn a little bit more calories because you're on your feet a lot more. And it's going to make you think. It's going to make it more fun. It's going to make it more challenging. And when you really get footwork going into it, you're going to, feel like it's never ending in learning how to get the correct step, angles, distance. One thing I did today, for instance, or yesterday, I was working with one of my clients at our 8 a.m. boxing session, and I had her punching with her opposite leg while punching with the opposite hand. So usually when we're doing a jab cross, for instance, we're in our guard, we're in our stance, and if she's left leg in front, orthodox, she's going jab cross. Her left leg is stepping with that jab, with her left hand jab. The right hand is doing the cross, and it's just, the heels turning on the cross, get that extension, get that power through the hips and the feet. But this one, I had her stepping with her right leg, punching with her left hand, and then punching with her right hand while stepping with the left leg. So it was opposite. And it was tricking her up. It was flipping her up. It was getting her confused. And I like that. I like that because it's a chance to learn something new. It's a chance to add to her tool list. It's a chance to be more skilled in your footwork. And the challenge, that's what makes boxing fun, is when you apply the different movements, head movements, things like that. So on the heavy bag, everybody work your footwork, put your footwork to use, play around with it. If you need footwork tips, hit me up. Watch my freestyle videos on YouTube. I got a ton. You can just see me just messing around and just trying different stuff. I got tons. I can email you, I can DM you, I can text you, whatever you need to get the information for your heavy bag workouts. And I want to talk about the next thing. Went through the fitness stuff here. On my podcast, I like to talk about a lot of different things. I like to bring different flavors, juice to the podcast because, that's how I am as a person. I try to be very aware of pop culture, and I always try to talk about my interest. And one of the things that I love music. I love dancing. I love having a good time. That's why I got the goat behind me. You can see, you don't even have to see the whole poster. You already know who that is just by the last few letters there and the jacket. It's the goat, Michael Jackson. But I love music, and I went to a Reggaeton concert here in California, in the Bay Area near San Jose, a city called Mountain View, right? And it was my first concert since, I want to say, freshman year, where I saw Kiss live. I'm a big Kiss fan. Kiss puts on the best concerts. They are incredible. If you guys ever want to see a show, I don't care if you don't even like rock, you don't know who Kiss is. If you went to a Kiss concert, you would actually have a good time, and you be amazed, you'd be inspired, you'd be entertained, you'd be moved, your jaw would be dropped. That's how good they are. They don't necessarily have the top songs, I would say. They don't necessarily have the best songwriting, but their creativity and imagination and the way they can put on a show is just unique, one of a kind. But I was at this reggaeton concert. I don't speak any Spanish, but I'm starting to learn Spanish. I'm trying to do that an hour a day. I have a beautiful, hot, sexy, smart, intelligent, hardworking Mexican girlfriend, Brenda. She is so amazing, and she's gonna help me too. But we went to this concert together. We went with some friends. And the Spanish, the Spanish songs are going amazing, right? Their energy is crazy. I don't know the songs, but I'm dancing. Some of the songs sound familiar, some of them don't. And it's just so cool to be around everybody. And it's just so amazing how music connects people. You don't have to know the words, but the beat speaks to you. No matter who you are, no matter what race, ethnicity, culture you are, a beat can speak to you. And for me, I know how to dance. I know how to move. I know how to pick up on a beat. And I had a good time. Regardless of me not knowing any of the words, I had a good time. The human connection, felt welcome. Probably was like only 2 other black dudes in there. It was funny, I saw one of my friends there, and they hit me up on Instagram the other day. He's like, bro, I was there. I was like, dude, I thought I saw you. But it's funny. Yeah, it was like only 2 black dudes there. But it didn't matter. And one of the cool things was during the what do you call it, intermission, or interlude, when they change to the next artist, the DJ, who I connected with here on Instagram, pretty cool guy. You gotta check him out. I tagged him in my video. You guys can see it. But I put up this video and it's just amazing. It's it's thousands of people, right? DJ puts on the music, blow the whistle, too short. Everybody's jamming, everybody's dancing, right? Everybody is dancing to Bay Area music. We all know the Bay Area music here, and I'm telling you, like, it's a whole crowd of Latino people. It's beautiful, man. We're all dancing, blow the whistle's going on, boom, 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 and I'm like, dude, let me get this shot. And I'm not a shot of alcohol, a shot on my camera, right? So I'm filming, and it's just beautiful. There's beautiful women behind me. I didn't talk to none of them, okay? There's women behind me. There's a crowd of people, right? Crowd of people, and you can just see it. It's just everybody's dancing, everybody's singing, and the energy is high. It's man, it's something to see. And especially during COVID time, we haven't seen anything like that. And I was like, dude, this is just so beautiful. It was moving. And blow the whistles on. Next song comes on is Mac Dre, Feeling Myself. Classic song. Mac Dre is a Bay Area legend, trendsetter. One of the biggest Bay Area artists ever. He's very he's a pioneer of the sound and the flow and just the flavor of the Bay Area in hip hop music, and even style wise for a moment there with the hyphy movement. But that song comes on, everybody's dancing. I'm in the village and I'm feeling my right. And it's crazy. We're all rapping the verse. I'm recording, and man, you got to see it. And I just want to say that was a beautiful moment. I even learned about an artist, Raul Alejandro. I knew his music a little bit, but that guy can dance, he can perform. You guys should check out his music. He's not mega big, but he's big, and he's on his way to being mega star. By the way, the concert was called El Puto. It was a lot of fun. So I want to go to another concert. Bad Bunny, man. I'll go to all the concerts, man. It was cool. It was a sight to see. And I'll close it out with this. I'll close it out with a social media tip, because I'm on social media every day because I have a purpose of what I'm doing with my content, with my podcast, and that's I'm building my brand to get awareness around kickboxing, fitness. I'm now working on growing a gym, and I want to leave a legacy. And so the way I approach social media is very different from a lot of people who might approach it to connect with friends, scroll, get entertainment throughout their day. They're on because everybody else is on. A way to just share some of their highlights. Whatever it might be. Everybody has their own way and purpose of what they want to use social media for. So I'm on social media again to build a legacy. So that's why I post every day. I'm making content. I'm trying my best to document my journey and bring value to people, whether that's through fun, entertainment, or just education, through it all, right? And one of the things I think people have a problem with, or a challenge with social media, is that they can let it get too geared up in their self-esteem, and they can blame it too much, and they can really not notice that all social media is just the real world, pretty much just on a canvas. And that's all it is. Social media is just a canvas, and you can use it with however way you want. And I wrote it here. I said social media is a tool and canvas that is in your control. That is why everyone's experience on here is not equally the same. It typically brings to light more of what you have or intend to have, good or bad. If you like to network, you will network. If you get anxiety from people's opinions, you'll get more anxiety here. If you like to bring value, you'll bring value. If you like to gossip, you will gossip. If you like to scroll, then scroll. It's all whatever. So that's the message that I'll close off with, is that social media is not to be blamed. It's not to even control your self-esteem. It's to just a place to put out your art, put out your ideas, and to get out of it what you want to get out of it, which you're in control of. So let's wrap this episode up. Thank you so much. I'm going to actually do some research for my gym that I'm opening up. If you haven't, check out my series, my series called My Journey to Opening My Gym. But I gotta do some of that, and do a little bit of reading, a little research on some other fitness stuff, and call it a night. Thank you so much if you guys listen to this podcast. It means a lot. The messages that I get, the text that I get. It's not a whole lot. It's not like I'm fluttered and bombarded with messages all day. But when I do get that one message a month or a week, it's cool, because it's just giving me an insight of what can happen, and how it does matter to people. So thank you. Enjoy your night. Kicking it with Jason.